welcome back to the channel.
What's going on, y'all?
In today's video, I wanted to give you all an update on my surgery. A few people have DM'd me, left comments, just wanting a general update about how everything has been going post-op. So today I am officially 51 days post-op. I had my surgery on February 23rd, and as you all know, I had a gastric bypass. So at 51 days post-op, I am officially down 31 pounds, I believe. I didn't get on the scale today. I got on the scale yesterday. And I'm officially down 31 pounds. 31 or 32? I think 31. 31. I'm officially down 31 pounds. So, I don't know where to start. It's so much, but I don't know where to start. But let me show y'all this body, okay? Hold on, let me get up, y'all. Can y'all see me? Y'all probably can't see me for real. But the camera probably too close. But y'all, I am down 31 pounds. So far, it's been a mix of emotions, to be completely honest. These last couple of weeks have been the better of the weeks, but the first 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
Y'all, it was the worst. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was the absolute worst. Of course, everyone's surgery is different. Everyone's recovery is different. Everyone's journey is different. And to be honest, leading up to the surgery, I really didn't do a lot of research of people who, like, their beginning stages of the surgery. I did a lot of research, and people who were maybe about 6 months post-op, a year post-op, 3 years post-op, and and I followed their journeys. But the first 3 weeks, y'all, was rough. It was really rough. Like, I threw up a lot, and during that time, I was still on, of course, the first 2 days, I was on clear liquids, then I moved to full liquids, and I moved to the soft solid and a pureed, and until now, my doctor has cleared me to be on a regular food diet. So I really don't have, of course, your normal limitations, but I don't have like a whole lot of things. Like, I'm not just constricted to just pureed or soft solid foods. Y'all, those first 3 weeks was rough. I was vomiting a lot. If you all remember back to, I think it's the video that I actually had the surgery, and we had inserted some clips like a few days before. I was telling you all how I am terrified to throw up. I do not like throwing up, and y'all, I vomited so much during the first 3 weeks. Like, nothing would stay down. If it wasn't like water, basically, it wouldn't stay down. Every once in a while, I can keep Jello down. Every once in a while, I can keep a popsicle down. My clear liquids was really good, but when I got to like those full liquids and the soft solids, yeah, everything was coming up. Like, it was to the point where I was scared to eat because I was so tired of throwing up. And one particular day, I threw up maybe about, at least, y'all, I promise y'all, I'm not exaggerating, at least like what?
At least about 20-something times.
Yeah. Like, I just kept throwing up to the point where I didn't have nothing else to throw up. It was just water at one point just coming up. But the first 3 weeks were hard. It was hard physically, just because of the vomiting. By maybe like day 3, I wasn't in really a whole lot of pain, you guys. I actually did too much, though, too soon. And by day 7 or 8, I was in pain because of all I did day 3, 4, and 5. But by day 3, I wasn't in any pain. And had I continued to take it easy, I probably would not have experienced the pain I experienced on day 7 and 8. But by day 3, I was fine. I didn't have any pain. I wasn't taking any pain medication. I was good. But it was hard physically because of the vomiting. And then it was hard mentally as well. And it was hard mentally because of how much I was vomiting. I was thinking, why did I do this? Is this what the rest of my life is going to look like? Am I never going to be able to eat again? That's why it was hard mentally. It wasn't hard because I know a lot of people go through, they still have a lot of their cravings in the beginning. And I didn't have hardly no cravings in the beginning.
She didn't have any food. She wanted any food that she can have, because she had threw up so much of what she was eating she was just hungry at one point, and she just was like, I'm just hungry. I just want something to eat that will stay down.
Mm-hmm.
So her craving was something that will stay down, basically.
Right.
So.
And that's how it was for a few weeks, y'all. Yeah, and that part is what was weighing on me mentally, because I'm like, is this what the rest of my life is going to be? Is it ever going to get better? Because of course, before surgery, you hear so many things. Oh, your taste buds are going to change. Your new pouch is not going to like this. Your new pouch is not going to like that. So I'm just thinking, my new pouch doesn't like anything. So I'm going to starve for the rest of my life, and that's how I'm going to lose my weight. Yeah. Like that started to weigh on me mentally. Like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? Of course, I wasn't like blaming surgeons or nothing like that, because they don't know what your journey is going to be like. You know, they anticipate what it's going to be like, but everyone's journey is different, and you don't know until you have the procedure. So it was hard mentally in the beginning. Also, another thing that has been hard as of lately is I feel like I compare myself a lot to other people's journey, and that's what I'm really working on not doing that. Because, like I said, I'm 51 days post-op, and I'm 31 pounds down. Based on other people's journey, I feel like I should be more pounds down by now. But everyone's journey is different. Everybody have different lifestyles. Everyone has a lot of things that are different, you know, that makes our journeys unique. So I'm trying to get in a habit of not comparing myself to other people's journey, and just focus on I'm doing the right thing every day. So I'm on the right track. Right. That's where I try to keep my mind at these days. Because maybe for like a week or two, like I said, I was beating myself up real bad, and it wasn't good, and it started to weigh on my mental some. But the last 2 or 3 weeks have been good. I really haven't been doing that lately. I've just been focusing and trying to stay consistent with my new lifestyle. And it's been fine. It's been fine.
I can't say, looking at her and seeing her reflections in her journey, probably the last maybe 2 weeks have been the better of the post-op. Because like she said, the first month, basically, she would torment herself as far as, I regret it. I wish I never did it, you know, and mainly because she was scared to eat. And with that being said, not having eaten, she couldn't really take her vitamins, so she really couldn't keep up with what she was supposed to do, because she couldn't keep anything down.
My energy was low.
You can't take your vitamins, because then you're going to throw that up as well. So she was dehydrated. It was a lot. And that was probably the biggest hurdle that I've observed her go through, trying to get herself through that, and also mentally get through it, because it wasn't just a physical battle watching her go through it. And then once she finally got to a point where she was starting to keep certain foods down, you could see her mental start to change and get better, and you know, you will see that determination that she had in the beginning before, you know, pre-op. You know, that determination and that drive, and it's like, now we've gotten to a point where she's almost completely gotten the eating part down. You know, down to where she can get all of what she needs to get in a day. And now, you know, we're working out a workout schedule to where at least Monday through Friday we're working out together, you know, and making sure we get that in. And if we do not work out, we're walking like 5 miles maybe, you know. But that determination and her mental, I definitely see that change. And now she's getting confident in herself as far as what she looks like.
Yeah, you know? I can't stay off the mirror.
Yeah, like initially, like I said, like the first month, honestly, she didn't even want to look at herself in the mirror. She would say that she saw her face changing, but she had so many regrets in her head, and she just kind of beat herself up about the fact that, you know, why did I do this? And am I gonna like how I look? And now she's like, you know, she's really confident in her skin, and knowing that she's going to get smaller, and she's loving her changes.
Yeah.
Now, so
I definitely am. And just to go back to what Chris was saying, a lot of the things that I wasn't liking when I was looking in the mirror on the first couple of weeks had a lot to do with me not eating, so I couldn't take my vitamins. And you know, and that's just with anybody. All of us should be taking vitamins on a daily basis, whether it's just a multivitamin, maybe some people are taking vitamin D, iron, calcium, whatever the case may be.
Lacking nutrients.
You can always tell your face
alters
first.
it alters your appearance to where you down yourself. So
I started feeling like I was looking real old in the face, and I kept telling Chris, like, I'm not gonna like the way I'm gonna look because I can already foresee it. Now I don't have those issues because, like Chris said, like I'm eating more, or I'm being able to eat so that I can take my vitamins. But prior to, I couldn't take vitamins on an empty stomach. The days I would take it on an empty stomach, I would be in so much pain. I would still be vomiting. So now I'm able to eat and actually take it on a, take my vitamins, and it's reflecting. It's reflecting, like even my energy levels. It's just all been better over the last couple of weeks, but it definitely took weeks to get to where we are now, and we're still not.
I'm not 100%.
Right, we're not 100%. Like most days, if I'm being completely honest, most days it's a struggle to meet my water goal of 64 ounces a day. Most days it's a struggle to meet my 60 grams of protein a day. So I am doing a lot better. Am I exactly where I need to be? Not yet, but I am progressing every day. Like every week I'm like, okay, I didn't hit 64 ounces of water, but I hit 52. You get what I'm saying? Well, the week prior, it might have only been 40. So it's like, I'm doing better. I'm progressing. And same thing with the protein. I've gotten on a regimen where I'm trying to eat half of my protein goal and drink half of my protein goal. So every morning, having a protein shake to at least get half of that goal in. And then my meals throughout the day, I'm trying to eat the other 30 grams of protein that I need to have. So it's an adjustment, but it's going good. It's gotten a lot better.
It's a lot better. And it's gotten so much better to where she's more comfortable to discuss it, and you can hear the confidence behind what she's saying, as opposed to when you talk about something and you don't really feel what you're talking about, you kind of shy away, you kind of talk like this, and you kind of change the subject a little bit. It's like, now she's confident in what she's talking about. She feels better, and she's like, I feel, you can see and hear that she's a lot better, and she's getting comfortable, and she's, working towards making sure that she maintains, and you can definitely see the determination,
I think my favorite part of my process thus far has been the working out, surprisingly. But I think it's my favorite part because every day it reminds me that I'm working towards something, and it makes me, I work out at night. I work out at night, because Chris works out with me, which he does not have to do, but he's very supportive and he works out with me every single day.
If you guys watch Transition Tuesdays, the last of the videos is done, but I will do updates. However, if you guys watch that, I promise you, probably about 90% of those videos, I talked about working out from the very beginning to the last video. I still don't, I work out now, but I hate it. That's why I always talked about it. My arms still look the same as they did pre-T. So, that being said, I'm trying to be the best support system I can. Whatever she needs, I'm going to be right there with her. If she needs me to be working out with her and sweating and doing exactly what she's doing, I'm going to do it hands down, no hesitation. Whether I want to or not, this is something that, we're one. And whatever she does, I'm going to do to make sure that I'm maintaining it, and helping her and showing her that I'm here for her, and I'm supporting her journey in every way that I can, any way that she needs me to. So.
It's definitely kept me going, because of course, like when you're working out, especially if it's not your thing or it's not something that you're used to doing, in the beginning it is uncomfortable. Even now, some days we have some days that are uncomfortable because we never know what the next day is going to be with our workout course that we take. So the next days, like some days we don't know what's ahead. So some days it's still tough. But so working out has been my favorite part because it reminds me of what my end goal is. It reminds me of what my weight goal is. It reminds me of what I'm working towards. It reminds me of why I did this, and it kind of validates why I did this, so working out has been my favorite part. It hasn't been easy, but we have been very consistent with it. At least like the last, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's been like almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we've been very consistent with working out. I do feel like my weight is dropping more now because I feel like I'm 31 pounds down. When I hit 30 days, I think I was 20 something. I think that's 22 or 23 days down. 20 pounds down. So between 30 days and whatever, guys, I feel like my weight has dropped more now. Like, I know it don't seem like it by the numbers, but I feel like during those first 30 days, it took forever to get down to losing 23 pounds. Like, I feel like it didn't really happen until like the last maybe week or two before I hit 30. And now every day, I had so many days during my first 30 days where I got on the scale and it wasn't moving.
It was like she was at a standstill, and that played on her mental as well. Mm-hmm. So it was like, it was so many things that kind of put her mind in this sense where, why did I do this? Is this really what I want? Like, why didn't I think about this?
Right. Especially when I'm on TikTok all day long and looking at people's journeys and looking at Facebook like that and following stuff. That
shows up now on her,
Listen,
TikTok.
Y'all, I promise y'all, my TikTok.
It shows up on her TikTok so much, it's starting to show up on mine. And I'm like, what the heck?
Let me tell y'all, my TikTok is nothing but
bariatric patients,
and food I shouldn't be eating. That's it.
Basically.
It's like that's all my TikTok is. Like a few funny videos here and there, but most of my TikTok is literally like bariatric patients and me following their journeys. And I'm more comfortable with watching it now, but in the beginning it weighed on my mental so much because I'm looking at someone who is 3 months post-op and 60 pounds down. And I'm like, how? Like, what are you doing that I'm not doing? So that started weighing on my mind a lot. But all in all, like we're saying, it's getting better. The workout has been great. I have been consistent with my working out. Y'all, I be in here every day working out. And like what Chris said, when we're not working out, we're walking. So we're still getting some form of exercise.
Sometimes we even exercise and then walk, 3 to 5 miles. If we exercise, we'll walk like 3 miles. But if we don't, have that time to do a full workout, we'll walk 5 miles around the complex a couple of times and come right back. And then, the next day we're like, all right, we got to make sure we have time for this workout. And we still go walk.
Yep.
And then even on the weekends, we still walk. So it's like we're at least walking to drop that weight, and maintain and keep our bodies active. I did want to say, I did see a couple of comments from people who just had their surgery. I hope that this video helps you in a sense of if you're feeling that regret right now. Like, I can't speak to personal experience, but being a supporter, being here with her every single step of the way, like watching her and, it's not easy in the beginning.
It's not easy, and I feel like that's what a lot of people don't talk about.
But don't give up.
Yeah, definitely do not give up. It gets better. You're able to keep foods down. You're able to keep drinks down. You may want to eat the same thing over and over and over again. Like, even now, my doctor has cleared me to, expand my diet. Y'all, I still eat the same stuff over and over again. I'm so scared to try new foods. And when I do try new foods, I try them at home. When we go out and have our date nights and things like that, I stick to what I know.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be sick in public and throwing up and uncomfortable and not feeling well. But y'all, it gets better. I promise y'all, it gets better. Stick to it. I just like people don't talk about the regretting part a lot or the mental it plays on in the beginning. So I just want y'all to know that it's real. It happens. I felt it. I hope you all don't feel it, but if you do, just stick through it. Stick through it.
Just remember why you did it. Think about what your goals are and where you want to be and what you foresee the results to be, as far as, okay, I did this because I want to be here. This is a help, this helps me get to where I want to be. Sometimes things gotta get messy before they get good,
right. And when you start seeing that scale move, let me tell y'all, I don't know when the last time I was under 300 pounds. I don't know, because pre-surgery, I didn't weigh myself that often, but I knew I wasn't losing much weight because for like the last maybe 3 or 4 years before surgery, I wasn't gaining weight, but I was the same size. Like, all of my clothes were the same size. My sizes wasn't fluctuating anymore. Like, it was like I was just maintaining that weight, But y'all, when y'all start seeing that scale move, Like I said, I
Let
don't
me
know.
tell you, when she hit like 29 point something, she sent me a text and then called me after she sent the text. And it was like,
you mean at 299?
Yeah, what I said.
29.
Yeah, so once she hit that, like, you can hear the excitement. And that's kind of around the time when things kind of looked up for her, where she started being like, okay, now I see why I did this. Things do get better. You know, I got to keep pushing through it. So, I mean, it does. And I can say, by watching her, having a support system of people who either have gone through it or is just genuinely there to make sure that you're okay and help you see through what you're playing. You told them you're playing, and they're making sure that you stay on that track and not judging you for anything that happens in between. Having that support system, watching her, not just me being her support system, but watching other people being supportive to her and, you know, excited for every single thing that goes on, whether it's good or bad. Watching her feel that support it means a lot. So definitely find somebody that is going to be a support system. Even if you guys have to reach out to us, we support you a whole 100.
Absolutely. So, because your support system makes a difference.
Absolutely.
I have not been to any support groups.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, I probably won't go to any support groups just because I've heard more bad things about support groups than I've heard good. And I have an amazing support system from afar and close. Y'all know we moved away from home, so our family is not here. But my family call all the time. They're checking on me like, oh girl, this getting smaller, this getting smaller. I can see this, I can see that. And those are the things that make you feel good. But they're also the same people that you can go to if you're not having a good day. And even like, y'all know I have a friend who's gone through bariatric surgery. She's a little over a year post-op, so I have her. I have another friend who I recently met a few months ago, and she started out as a co-worker, and y'all, this girl is so supportive. Like, I mean, call me throughout the day. Hey, make sure you get up and you're walking, you're stepping away from your desk. You all know because I work from home, so I'm literally sitting behind a desk 10 to 12 hours a day. So she's calling me, hey, make sure you're getting up every 2 or 3 hours. Did you walk today? How often did you walk? You know, did you get your workout in this evening? And it's like, those are the little things that keeps you going, because even when you don't feel like doing it yourself, when someone asks you about it, it's embarrassing to say no. It's embarrassing to say, girl, I didn't feel like working out today, so I didn't do it. You know, especially when they're holding you accountable, you know? So definitely, if you can find a support system, find one. If you need one, we're here. But I just want to encourage y'all. Anyone who's going through it, thinking about it, I understand thinking about it and contemplating. I contemplated on it for at least 5 years. But it's been so worth it so far. It's been so worth it. It has been so good, y'all. I cannot stay out the mirror. Okay? We only have one like full-length body mirror in the house, and it's downstairs. And 90% of the time when I'm downstairs, I'm in the mirror. When we're working out downstairs in the living room,
every break, like we get like 15-second breaks.
I'm in the mirror.
She goes and stands in the mirror.
I'm in the mirror.
All the time. But that's good. That makes me feel good to see that she's feeling good and that she's finally getting to the point. I mean, she was confident before, but she's more confident, and I've never seen her this confident before. So watching her, you know, it's amazing, to be honest with you. So it's like, you know, you always want your partner to be like super confident, you know what I'm saying? She's not cocky or anything, but she's just like very confident in loving how she looks, as opposed to, like, now when I tell her she's beautiful, she believes what I say, as opposed to she's like, oh, you're just saying that, you know. So it definitely, it feels good from the outside looking in.
Well, thank you, baby. Thank you. But no, guys, I just wanted to give you all an update on everything that's, one last thing I want to give you an update on. I see a lot of people doing like the what they eat in a day videos. Y'all, I don't eat that much, so it's hard for me to give y'all a what I eat in a day video or just tell y'all. Right. For now, I have a protein shake first thing in the morning. I still love Premier Protein, y'all. I'm so glad that I like those because my surgeon kept on saying your taste buds might change. You may not like them after surgery. They may be too sweet for you. I'm so glad I still like them because every other protein shake I try I don't like. So I'm glad that I still like those. But I start my morning every morning with a protein shake. I do snack throughout the day, whether it's a sugar-free fruit cup, whether it's yogurt, pistachios, whatever kind of snacks do I have in there. protein bars, protein cookies, applesauce, protein chips. Just trying to think of other things I have in there, but that's typically what I eat in a day, y'all. And then lately for dinner, I've probably been having a yogurt. I have like different styles of yogurts. I have some are thicker than others. I typically have like a thicker yogurt for dinner because that's something I can take my medicine with. Dinner is always a little tricky, especially after working out and depending on how late it is. Some days I always have dinner. Some days it's just enough to take my medicine. But dinner is kind of one of those things where sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. A lot of things lately have been hurting my stomach, but I haven't been throwing up. So I'm gonna take the stomach aches and just know that that's just not for me right now or maybe ever. But I'll take the stomach aching over the throwing up. But yeah, guys.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely gonna continue to keep y'all updated. We have not forgotten about y'all. We promise. We still love y'all. We still have content coming. We're just trying to gather ourselves and make sure that we are maintaining as humans, you know, and, you know, trying to find that schedule and that work-life balance. And
y'all, because my work has been crazy. Yeah. It's really because of me. Like even now, we typically only vlog on the weekends or pick up the cameras on the weekends because my work schedule is so crazy, y'all. And I'm trying to find a balance in it, but it's just, especially those first couple of weeks where I wasn't happy with my personal life, it was easy to just throw myself into work and sit behind a computer 12, 13 hours a day. It was easier because it gets my mind off of what's going on in the real life. But now that I'm starting to feel better mentally and physically, we're drawn back. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing as much overtime. I'm not sitting behind a computer as much. I'm thinking of more content ideas. So like Chris said, we definitely have more content coming. Y'all, the next video will probably be a house update because I got some things I want to show y'all. I actually took some of y'all advice which I was leaving under the last video. So I can't wait to show y'all some things. But we do have more content coming. I know we've been saying it, but it's getting better. Our personal lives are getting better, which is allowing us to film more content and want to do more content, and we're getting back to where we were when we first started, you know? Yeah. So I'm excited. I hope you all stick around for the journey. If you all have any questions about the surgery that I didn't hit on particular, or you have a question that you want answered, or you just want my perspective on it, definitely leave it down in the comments. Y'all can send me a DM. If you need a private support system and you don't want Chris to be your support system, you can DM me. If you don't want me to be your support system but you want Chris, DM him. Just know that y'all have one, two, or both of us. Right. So definitely know that we're here for y'all. Anyone who's thinking about it, who's going through it, y'all definitely have us. And I think that's it, guys.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all. We're about to go out and probably have a date night. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your post notifications on. Comment down below.
You already said comment.
Oh, I did. Y'all, I'm ready to go on date night. We will see you guys.
Stay tuned because the journey continues.